You gotta say something.
Should I say hello? Do I want to?
Yes, if you want.
It's just because you...
Fucking hell, how hard is it to make a bloody intro?
Hi guys, today we're going to put these two chairs into the cab and it's going to turn from this into this. Roll intro. Right, so we are removing the double chair first because we can't remove the driver's seat because we need to drive the actual van back to its place. So we're going to take this off first. So we've got two bolts here either side. So we've got one here underneath and then one on the other side. And then apparently it's meant to just kind of tip forward. No. Left and Lucy. Oh, that was quite easy. Oh, that wasn't half as bad as I thought it was going to be. What's going on, Ray?
So there is a bolt in here holding it in, but we don't know which one. So we're just getting this seatbelt bolt out first to make some space because it's a bit awkward, and then we'll see which bolt's actually holding the chair in. Okay, so there was 3 bolts, one on either side, one in the middle where the seatbelt was, getting soaked. We have took the bolt out that held the seatbelt in place, so now this chair can come out. This should just pull forward, like so. We just need to take this seatbelt off, and then the whole thing we can hopefully lift out.
Right, so we have removed all bolts. Andy's removed this last little bit.
Just pull it.
Just have to... Ah! Oh shit. We do have to undo that.
Why?
Look, it's attached to it.
Oh, right.
So to undo that bit there at the top end.
Okay.
Right, so we'll do that one again.
No, it's not at the top end.
It's here.
Not attached, Gordon.
Oh, it's not attached, sorry. My fault.
Right. Lift this up.
Okay.
And we'll put it behind us.
Yeah? Is it heavy?
I don't know.
Oh no, it's fine. Oh, one sec, because I'm going to have to...
I've got it, it's okay.
I know, but I don't want you to...
You stay where you are.
You sure?
Yeah.
I'll come around here.
So this is the base that has to come out because it's a double base, and we're going to put a single in. From what we can see, there are a bolt there, 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 2 here, and 1 just, where's my finger, there. And I think that should pop out. Got that last bolt out.
Last bolt out, and we're going to take
was it?
this out. My arm's aching. Like, the whole of my arm is aching.
They weren't easy, were they?
No, they weren't. Right, let's get this little flipper out.
Right, so the bench chair is out. We're going to change it for a single. What we have ordered, because I couldn't find a second-hand one, is 2 things. One, a new base, a single base, which apparently should just fit into the space that we've just took out, and there will hopefully be no problems lining up the holes. And we've also ordered a swivel seat for the passenger chair because we want it to turn around. We've ordered these from Jennings, I think it's called. I'll put it in the description. Didn't come with any instructions, so we're going to sort of figure this out a little bit, one step at a time. What we do know is that these chairs, and I knew when I bought them, these chairs, which by the way we got on Facebook Marketplace for 50 quid. 50 quid? What a bargain! We do know they are too wide. The rails are too wide for the bases. So today we can get these in, but we can't get the chairs in. We're going to have to get a little bit of help with some welding some brackets on. So let's hit these first.
So the base is going in now. The only thing we had to do before we put it in was trim this section here just with this knife. But when we line it up, the holes are lining up perfectly.
What are you laughing
You'll have to go over that.
Why?
I saw this muff thing
The microphone.
come towards me. Anyway, it fits perfectly.
The holes line
The
up.
holes line up. It's gorgeous. So let's get cracking.
Well, we haven't lined it up very well for this video, have we? Because they're not lined
Oh,
up.
right, well, right, do it again then.
Go on, it's okay.
Okay, so
They get the idea.
it's lined up perfectly.
We're going to bolt it in.
We're going to bolt it in.
So the base is bolted in securely. We are going to put the swivel plate on the top like so, and the idea is that once we bolt that down it'll be fixed and we will be able to just flick the switch there and the seat will rotate and go back and lock itself. Now the question is where to put it. So we've lined it up, we've made a couple of marks on the plate here, and I have put a little dimple in just by hitting a little nail in there, and we're going to drill the holes for the bolts for the swivel. I was always told when drilling holes through metal to start small and work your way up, so that's what I've done. I'll work up another couple of drill bit sizes and see how we get. Right, the holes are drilled. The holes are drilled. Just going to give them
Have been drilled.
Have been drilled. Just going to give them a little file so everything's nice and smooth, and then put a little bit of hammerite inside just so there's, you know, extra protection, and then get the plate on the top. The swivel plate comes with all the bolts and screws needed. There are countersunk ones for the back, which go in these little pre-made grooves, and then some normal bolts for the front. Just 2 at the front, 2 at the back, and that should be it. And that is it in. So hopefully we just press this open. Which way does it open? That way. And we should be able... Hold on a minute, what are we stuck on? Oh, there we go. Let's try that again. Pretty good. Now, like I said at the beginning of the video, we know that these seats that we bought are too wide. The rails are too wide for the bases. So what everyone else has done online that I've had a look at, they've put in a piece of box section on top of the base and then welded that to the base and then put the seat on top of the box section. I don't have that. I'm going to have to get someone to help me with the welding, but temporarily, just to see if the seat fits and everything works, I've just put a piece of wood under there and rested it on, put a couple of screws just to test, and lo and behold, it works. The swivel works perfect, see? So that's the good news. The bad news is the chair is too wide to swivel round with the door closed. So we've just had a chat and we have decided that we're going to keep the seats and we're just going to open the door 2 inches when we want to swivel round. It's not like we're going to be swiveling the chair around when we're driving. We can't do that. So it is only when we're going to be parked up. So for the sake of, you know, these seats were 50 quid, they're super comfy, they're in good condition. For the sake of having to open the door 2 inches whilst we turn, it's a good compromise. So now I need to to find somebody help me do the welding. It is the next day and we did a bit of Googling last night. We can't find any reason that we have to weld the box section onto this plate. We can just bolt it. Loads of people have done it. It seems absolutely fine. It's safe. So we've been to the Big Orange shop this morning, bought some box section. I need to cut it down. I'm going to do 2 strips across and then the chair will hopefully sit on the top once I've made the holes for everything. I've not cut box section before, but I think it should be okay to get through with a hacksaw, so I'm going to try that, see how we get on. If not, maybe a grinder. I think the drilling of the holes will be more difficult. Cut the first 2 of the steel bars and they cut quite easily, which was surprising. We have tried our best to be accurate in measuring where the hole marks are for the attachments onto the swivel plate. We're now going to try and drill that out and see how that goes. Sam?
Yes.
Would you like to tell us about the dilemma that we had?
Oh God. Right, so we've drilled in the holes. It measures up perfectly to these holes. However, to try and get, let me just get a bolt. To try and get one of these with this attached through that hole underneath here and then through that is a nightmare.
Because it's so deep into the tube.
It's so tiny and it's so deep into the tube, so you can't hold it with your fingers, you can't hold it with a pair of pliers, you can't hold it with anything. So Andy's very cleverly cut away the head of the spanner and we've holed it, but before we do that I've got to fiddle with it and use my tiny fingers to try and get into the hole. Nightmare.
We're just trying to work out where to drill the holes on the box section that we've put in for the bolts that go onto the base of the seat. We know that the holes are how far apart?
456.
56 mil apart, but we want them to obviously be centre, so we know that this bar is 483 mil long. So what we've done is
remove the 456.
Yeah.
27 mils is left over, and then we've divided it by 2.
By 2, because we've got 2 sides. So that's 13.5 mil space on either side of these bars, and that then we'll poke the holes there, and that should be dead centre for those bars.
Should be.
Should be.
Ready?
Have you got any bolts in your hand?
No, but I can get some.
Just grab a couple.
Yep, just hold it there at the back.
Yeah, I got it. No, the bolts, babe. They're the nuts.
Are they nuts?
Yeah, they're nuts.
I thought they were bolts.
No, take them ones back.
So they're the nuts. So everybody knows these are nuts. And the are bolts. I thought like
You're fucking
I
nuts.
don't know.
Just get the bolts.
This is a bolt.
Give us a swivel.
Swiveling.
Not bad.
And then back again.
Comfy?
Comfy as fuck.
Just one more to go.
One more to go. And just like that, we've now got 2 seats in the cab. It's looking much better already. This one here is a swivel one, as you'll have seen in the other photos that we've posted.
And the fact that you're facing that.
And the fact that I'm facing this way tells you that it swivels. And we've decided that the driver's seat is not going to swivel, just because we're going to have something behind the driver's seat, probably like a seating area. So we've kept that just as a normal seat.
So as you've just seen, what we did to the base box was sand it down because it was that horrible white old colour and we want it all matching in black. So I've sanded it down with 120 grit sandpaper, got it all roughed up, and then sprayed the whole thing 4 times, I think, with Hammerite direct to rust spray. It's a metal spray essentially. It's really good and very easy to use. I've also sprayed the bars that we've put on underneath, so I actually had to take this bastard off again and spray all the bars. We've reattached them, so everything is now looking professional and brand new, and I'm very, very happy with it.
In the next video, we are going to be doing the cab. So we are either going to be getting rid of this horrible grey plastic flooring and covering it maybe with some sort of carpet or fabric, or we're going to be spray painting the dashboard. Thanks for watching, guys, and make sure you watch the next video.